Welcome to a very cool sports podcast featuring me, Mitchel Adamson, and my co-host, David Downie.
All right, so first thing we should talk about is World Series Game 3 tonight. Series is tied 1-1. Dodgers win Game 1, and the Rays win Game 2. What are your thoughts?
Dodgers look great in Game 1, coming out strong, getting an 8-3 victory. Mookie Betts looked good. Clayton Kershaw looked very good.
I think, I had the Dodgers winning in like 5 before the series started. But I think it's going to be probably closer to 6 or 7. I really thought the Rays were not going to be as good as they are.
Yeah, the Rays actually did look good in Game 2. They held off a close comeback from the Dodgers late in the game. Rays are surprisingly looking better than decent.
I know. I was actually really surprised. And then, obviously, I think everyone expects the Dodgers to win. I don't think it's going to be any surprise if they do.
Yeah, with that lineup, they shouldn't lose to really any team.
Yeah.
Especially with the trade a couple years back, Mookie Betts and David Price coming to the Dodgers.
I still get depressed every time I think about Mookie Betts.
Yes, and the recent news that apparently he did want out of Boston.
That's so sad.
It is sad. But what are you going to do? It's a business.
It is a business.
And now the Red Sox suck, so yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So we can move on to another topic.
Yeah, we're going to move on to the NBA. There's a big trade rumor for the Celtics.
Yep. 3-way team deal, including Gordon Hayward, Kemba, Daniel Tice, some other guys off the bench, and a couple picks from the Celtics. And the other two teams are the Indiana Pacers and the 76ers. Want to tell more about that?
This is going to be interesting because obviously we have to give up Kemba and Daniel Tice and Gordon Hayward, that's a big deal.
Yep.
But we would be getting Ben Simmons and Miles Turner, which is also a big deal.
Yeah, we need a good center. Daniel Tice is good, doesn't cut it though.
Yeah. The other thing is the only team that this trade doesn't really. It's not that it doesn't make sense for them. It's just a little bit of a questionable trade for them is the Pacers because they have to give up Victor Oladipo and they're getting Gordon Hayward and then a bunch of other people that aren't as good as him.
Yeah. Al Horford might be a big name, but he's kind of washed.
Yeah. But also the 76ers have to give up Ben Simmons, but they're getting Victor Oladipo, Kemba, and Daniel Tice, which is a lot.
Yeah. Plus they still have Joel Embiid and many crucial players on their team. Like JJ Redick.
Yeah, Kemba with Joel Embiid and Victor Oladipo, that would be.
And then they have Daniel Tice coming off the bench.
I know.
That's actually kind of crazy.
I know.
I don't think the Celtics should do it though.
Why not?
Because I think they should keep Kemba. I know he hasn't played the best this season, but if we get rid of Kemba, we don't have a point guard. I understand Ben Simmons is a point guard.
Yeah.
But he doesn't have the skills passing wise and ball vision wise and IQ wise as Kemba Walker.
Also, I feel like Celtics chemistry right now is pretty good. I don't feel like we really needed to change much.
Yeah.
I expected them to do better in the playoffs, but
yeah. Any chemistry is better than after Kyrie left. So
I think he kind of ruined Celtics when he was with us.
Yeah. That's what I meant.
Yeah.
Kyrie was a bum. Kyrie was horrible.
He just kind of ruined the team dynamic.
Yeah. How about the Nets though? Kevin Durant could be coming back this season. Most likely will be coming back this season. If Kyrie can get rid of his injuries, that's going to be a pretty insane team if you ask me.
Yeah.
So, the Patriots.
What about him? Let's talk about Cam Newton.
Yep.
He's just coming back from the old COVID-19. I think he was probably better before, honestly.
Yeah.
He was doing pretty good. That game against the Seahawks in, what was it, like week 2 or 3 or something? That was one of the best games probably
Yeah,
of the season
yeah, that might be the Patriots' best game this
for
season.
sure.
Yeah,
Even though they lost, that was
yeah.
their best game.
And I was really looking forward to Cam against the Chiefs, but COVID-19 got to him.
That game would have been close, I think.
Yeah, it would have been closer than what it was.
Yeah, for
That was
sure.
pretty
Brian
bad.
Hoyer is terrible.
Oh my God, talk about Brian Hoyer. And then Jarrett Stidham come in, looked like a bum as well.
Okay, Jarrett Stidham he's not great, but he's better than Brian Hoyer.
Yeah. And it doesn't, I don't understand. Brian Hoyer's been in the league for, I don't even know,
1,000 years.
too many years.
Yeah,
And he's been on
I don't.
multiple different teams, and he's
I
still,
don't know how he's lasted this long.
it's amazing. And the Patriots have had him multiple times.
I
Why?
know.
I don't know.
The other thing is Julian Edelman really doesn't look as good as he has been looking this season.
Yeah, I don't
He's
know.
definitely had better. He's played better football for sure.
He's not old, but he's getting there, and plus running routes to the middle and then just getting rocked each time, that wears you down pretty fast.
I know, because Julian Edelman has been Tom Brady's number one receiver
Hmm.
before for like over, I don't know, what was it, 11 years?
Yeah,
So because he gets the deep ball and he runs short routes too. So
yep,
when you're the number one target for Tom Brady, that's for that amount of time, that's a big deal.
yeah.
That's a lot of time and effort. So I'm not surprised that he's kind of declining,
Hmm.
but still don't like to see it.
I think we need a big step up from the rookies and the second-year players, N'Keal Harry, Jacoby Myers.
Yeah. N'Keal Harry is not doing bad, but I think there was more hype for him
Yeah,
coming out of the draft.
definitely.
The other thing is Tom Brady, obviously, huge loss over the offseason.
Definitely, most definitely. He's been the center point of this team for God knows how many years, over 20 years probably, and just losing him, it was just like a shot in the heart. But
You know, I'm happy we have Cam Newton now, and
yeah,
we signed him for
course.
$5. But obviously, you know, you don't like seeing Tom Brady leave.
just seeing him play in a different uniform is just
I know, it's so weird. It's so
odd.
bizarre.
Very odd.
But also, the Buccaneers are not looking half bad.
Nope. Defense.
Their defense is solid.
Yeah.
Their offense isn't terrible.
Nope. I had a lot of hype coming to it.
For some reason, Ronald Jones is playing way better than he ever has before.
That's real. That's true.
And then, you know, obviously, that receiving core is
Mike Evans.
pretty good.
Godwin.
Yeah.
That's a very good receiving core.
When you have Tom Brady throwing to Mike Evans and Chris Godwin, that's lights out.
You would think it's unstoppable, but
You would think, but they've
been iffy.
undefeated.
Nope. Nope. God.
The other thing is Tom Brady is making Tampa Bay sports teams better.
Yes, the Lightning. The
Lightning
win.
just won the Stanley Cup. Tampa Bay Rays are in the World Series, and now the Buccaneers are not terrible.
Yeah, after past years of absolute garbage.
You think about it. Tom Brady left New England, right? The Celtics lost in the playoffs. The Red Sox are not that good. The Bruins are not that good. And now the Patriots are, you know, they're not great. But when he was in New England, every team in Boston had at least one championship.
Yep.
Obviously, the Patriots had 6.
Yeah. God bless Tom Brady. And Bill
So
Belichick.
he's just making teams better.
Wherever he goes, the whole community, the whole entire state, all the sports teams just decide to turn it up a notch, and all of a sudden they're all good.
I know, it's crazy.
Which, I don't even know. It's horrible. Well, good for them, bad for us. But
Well, yeah, Patriots are struggling.
yeah,
I don't know. You know, we didn't really change. The big change, obviously, was Tom Brady leaving. But other than that, I don't really know how much else changed.
Yeah, I don't even. Uh, I mean, we lost some defensive. Kyle Van Noy. Um, what's his name? A lot of defensive players we lost. Oh, that's a big lag coming from David's side here. Oh, we're back.
We are back.
And we're back. A little bit of lag trouble there. Nothing to worry about. It's all right. Um, but the Patriots are struggling right now with a tough loss
Yes,
to the
without a doubt.
Broncos. To the Broncos, we lost to the Broncos. We
That's so disappointing. The Broncos. We lost to Drew Lock.
Yeah,
He's not like he's not great.
he's not good.
But
Oh,
the Broncos defense is okay. Nothing like they were a few years ago.
nope.
But we still shouldn't have lost to them. They're not
Mhm.
that good of a team.
Also, I heard from a little birdie, otherwise known as my phone. Stephon Gilmore is getting some trade rumors built up on him.
What?
Yeah,
That's not he's like the center point of our defense.
that's what I'm saying. But apparently, Patriots considered. Oh, uh, well, apparently they considered trading him before this year's draft. I also heard they might still want to trade him for whatever reason. That doesn't make any sense because he's the best player. He's the best
Yeah,
cornerback on
in the league.
in the league.
I think he's the best in the league.
Yeah, he's the best defensive player in the league. I mean, that's what he was last year.
I don't know about best defensive player, but easily the best corner.
Yeah. Okay. So, yeah.
But
Um.
the other thing I forgot about is we actually had a few changes on defense, which is why our defense isn't as good this year.
Mhm.
Kyle Van Noy traded to the Dolphins,
Yep.
and then we had a bunch of people opt out of the season.
Yeah. It actually it hurt the Patriots a lot. There was a lot of
It did.
key components to our defense.
I think Dante Hightower opted out, or something happened with him.
I'm pretty sure he's still on the team.
I don't know. Yeah, but Chase Winovich
Yeah.
he's looking good.
hmm Give him, give him a year
He's
or
gonna
two more.
be he's gonna be really good in a couple of years. I think
Yeah, he plays like an animal.
he does. He's really good at pass rushing.
Yeah.
I think we should talk about the Eagles game last night.
Wow. Talk about a hot pile of trash.
I hate the NFC East so much.
Oh my goodness. You know, it wasn't that horrible of a game. Eagles with a nice game-winning drive there, make it 22-21 Eagles. But it it's the Eagles versus the Giants. That's I mean it self-explanatory.
If you told Eagles fans 2 years ago that they were going to be in that close of a game with the New York Giants, they would have spat in your face.
Oh my
The
goodness.
Eagles' decline over 2 years is unreal. They're
Very.
so bad.
And it's not like they had any huge like roster changes.
I know. They still have Carson Wentz. Nelson Aguilar left, but he's not good anyway.
Yeah, yeah. Screw him.
Still have Jason Kelsey at center. He's like one of the best centers in the league.
Yeah.
I
Carson
think,
Wentz just looks like a glorified version of Daniel Jones at this point.
yeah, Daniel Jones tripped and fell last
Wow.
night.
Yeah. That when I saw that notification come on my phone, I didn't believe it. I didn't believe that he screwed up in like an 87-yard run
I know.
by his momentum.
He's not slow either. Like he's a mobile. Okay. I won't say he's a mobile quarterback, but he's not slow.
He's not. He's no Tom Brady. I'll tell you that.
Yeah.
He's not slow.
He's like between Tom Brady and Russell Wilson, which is a very big gap. He's like Tom Brady sized, but he's like half of Russell Wilson
Yeah. I mean that whole
in terms of speed and mobility.
that hole he ran through. I mean he had daylight. He had
It was perfect.
straight.
It was a straight shot to the end
pass.
zone.
Yeah.
That should have been a house call, but he tripped and fell like a giraffe.
God, he was a. Oh my God, he's literally a newborn baby deer trying to run for the first time. Jesus, Daniel Jones, what is wrong with you? and then they still lose the game. I feel like honestly, if he got that touchdown, it would have been a different game. Momentum would have been a little bit different. But
Yeah.
I think the Eagles saw that and they're like, wow, he's horrible.
I think just as far as like the NFC East goes, I think someone said that they should send an all-star team to the playoffs. Everyone from the NFC East make one team because one team is not like one of the already made teams is not good enough for the playoffs.
Oh my god, that's just rude. That's
Like there's some people who are good. Like I feel bad for Dak because he's dead now.
It was horrible. I mean, the Cowboys were looking not horrible. They were looking good. Dak Prescott was.
They looked okay at the beginning of the season. The only thing is now their offensive line is all backups. When if you look at it from 3 or 4 years ago, it was one of the best in the league. Back when Le'Veon was still on the Steelers and the Cowboys had the best O lines in the league. But now it's all backups, and Zach Martin just got injured too, which isn't good.
No, that's horrible. I don't think the Cowboys are gonna even make. I don't think Cowboys are making the playoffs. Andy Dalton's not.
He's not. He's not really a good quarterback.
No. I mean, he went from the starting position on the Bengals for I don't even know how long, and now he went
starting on the Bengals and back up on the Cowboys are like worlds apart.
That's very true.
I think that's a big improvement.
Yeah, that's a good point actually. Speaking of quarterbacks, how about Ryan Fitzpatrick getting benched for Tua?
They really had no reason to start Tua at that point.
It shocked me. I mean, he'd only played, what, 2 quarters? 2 quarters of a game?
He played like not even, I don't know, he played not even 2 quarters. He didn't even start at the second half. They, I get that they were ahead by a lot, and they put in the backup so the starter doesn't get injured. But they literally have no reason to start Tua right now.
Exactly. I understand.
I'm not saying he's not good. I don't know how good he's going to be, but I don't know. They just didn't have any reason to.
It's like the Dolphins weren't satisfied with Ryan Fitzpatrick's production. I understand he's not the best quarterback, but he's been doing well.
He's been doing plenty. Yeah. If you look at the past Dolphins seasons, they're doing a lot better than they were.
Yes, absolutely. Yeah.
So they're in no position to be criticizing Ryan Fitzpatrick for improving the team.
I don't really understand. Maybe it was from the uppers, the management saying put in the first pick. Maybe it gets more like publicity or something. But if you want to make the playoffs, you got to stick with the better quarterback.
The only thing is we don't really know who's the better quarterback because we haven't seen Tua play, really.
Good point.
I mean, he played, not even 2 quarters against the Jets?
Yep.
That's not really a gauge for how the season's going to go for him.
That's like a scrimmage in your backyard with a couple of buddies.
Yeah. The Jets are so bad. And now there's Sam Darnold trade rumors, so they can get Trevor Lawrence for the next draft. If I was Trevor Lawrence, I would stay at Clemson.
Yeah, if I was Trevor Lawrence,
I would not want to play for the Jets.
I might take a gap year and just not get drafted by the Jets.
I saw something that said Sam Darnold might get traded to the Colts, which honestly they could use a good quarterback. If they had a good quarterback, they'd be a much better team. Phillip Rivers is holding them back.
Yeah. Phillip Rivers was a mediocre quarterback in LA.
Yeah.
But
I think he's like way overrated.
Yeah.
He's been playing for a long time, which is why his numbers are so high, but he's never been like elite.
No. He's an elite trash talker though.
Yes. He is very funny.
Yes.
I will say that. But if the Colts had a good quarterback, they would be unstoppable. Jonathan Taylor behind that offensive line with Sam Darnold. Sam Darnold is good. He's just on the Jets right now, which is with Adam Gase, which is not good.
Oh my God.
And their defense. What happened? I've actually been saying they would be good since they got DeForest Buckner.
Yeah. Okay.
Because now they have him. They have Justin Houston. They have All their linebackers are good. Darius Leonard, Bobby Okereke, Anthony Walker, and then they have Xavier Rhodes and Julian Blackman at safety. That's a crazy defense.
Yeah, that is insane. And then you match it with that offense, and it's the Jets.
Well, yeah. Their offense is good, except for Phillip Rivers.
Yeah. Um,
All right, we're going to wrap it up here. This has been a very cool sports podcast with David and Mitchell. Thank you for listening.
Have a good one.